Every living structure, from a leaf to a human hand, is built entirely from inert chemical elements like carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Biological life is defined by 6 functional traits: nutrition, respiration, irritability, movement, excretion, and reproduction. The central question of biology is how a collection of non-living atoms acquires the collective ability to perform these 6 actions. Life emerges as a property of highly specific, nested architecture, appearing only once matter is organized into this specific arrangement. This organization begins with protoplasm, the physical site where chemical conversion occurs inside every cell. Protoplasm consists of a precise mixture of water, proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, and minerals. Individually, these compounds are non-living. However, their collective integration allows for digestion, muscle activity, and nutrient absorption. Understanding biology requires viewing life as a scalable hierarchy rather than a single monolithic state. Each step up in physical scale creates entirely new functional capabilities that were absent at the lower tiers. The baseline begins at step 1 with atoms, specifically elemental combinations like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. These atoms synthesize into macromolecules like carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. Step 3 is the cell, the absolute minimum structural threshold to be classified as living. While the cellular blueprint is universal, slight structural variations at this microscopic level dictate different macro-level capabilities across kingdoms. Plant cells utilize cell walls and chloroplasts for rigidity and photosynthesis, while animal cells rely on lysosomes. A tree's ability to stand upright and harvest sunlight is the direct result of these microscopic structural variations. Cells cluster to perform specific functions, forming tissue, like the smooth muscle at step 4. Step 5 introduces the organ, integrating tissue types to execute complex tasks. Organs network into systems, like the urinary system managing excretion, ultimately culminating in the individual organism. An individual organism functions as a highly coordinated integration of millions of isolated biological systems working in unison. The hierarchy continues to the level of the species, organisms capable of feral reproduction. A population consists of the same species occupying a specific space. Multiple populations sharing territory form a community. The ecosystem is where these communities interact with non-living environmental factors. These are categorized into terrestrial biomes, such as arid deserts and tropical rainforests, and aquatic systems. The ecosystem represents the final physical arena, where life negotiates its survival with geology and climate. At the highest tier is the biosphere, the sum of every ecosystem. Since every organism shares the same cellular building blocks, why does the biosphere exhibit such extreme variation? Biodiversity is driven by 2 active forces: inherited genetic data and environmental conditioning. The collision of these forces results in variations in shape, size, color, function, and reproductive strategy. This process operates at every level of the hierarchy simultaneously. Mutations in the gene alter the species, which then adapts to the specific ecosystem. Biodiversity represents the inevitable mathematical result of genetic inheritance colliding with varied environmental conditions over deep time. For the science educator, this material is structured around 3 pillars: scientific process, scientific product, and the scientific attitude. Teaching biology requires moving beyond the simple memorization of facts. Scientific literacy involves viewing a single organism as a collection of atoms, an arrangement of specialized cells, and a functional node within a global biosphere. Ultimately, the science educator's primary mission is to continually equip the next generation with this scalable structural lens.